the off-lane Beastmaster. Like we've seen in some Chinese DPC games that they do go for Guardian Greaves build, but I'm just looking, you know, Guardian Greaves, Chakra Magic maxed out, Swashbuckle with Diffusal Blade on. It's going to be the timing that Gaimin Gladiators will want to go in and take these early fights.
Yeah, we've seen some devastating Coddle even in China. We saw YBB defeat Aster with that Coddle 2 games, and it was really strong. They tried to go to the high ground, and Monet, who at the moment was on Wraith King, was blown up in a half second. We've seen what the high ground defense can be. We've seen what, when you've got a lead, can be with the Coddle. To me, it feels like a very strong hero and still feels kind of versatile. We've seen it mid as well.
Yeah, and looking at the lane setup, it looks like Sumail's going to be playing the safe lane with Kuro.
Ooh.
And Amar, mid lane Bloodseeker, coming to your pubs in the next 30 minutes. Someone's got to queue it up. I feel it, you know. Some guys got to be like, oh, this is great. I'm doing it right now.
Who would ever just see it one time in a game and then queue it up all the time? Not me. I wouldn't do that with an off-lane Witch Doctor, would I?
So, yeah, I think maybe they want to have earlier level 6 to have a counter for Pangolier and have Morphling in the lane against Keeper of the Light, where you could easily dodge some of these things, and I don't think you're going to be blasted, but you got to be careful. Well, this is level 2 Monkey King. Once he gets a point in Boundless Strike with Keeper of the Light Blast, they might actually burst you.
So the odds had flashed up, brought to you by esportsbet.io, and it was favoring Gaimin Gladiators 1.5 to 2.5. With the swapping lanes and with Bloodseeker, the matchups that you're seeing, what are you thinking? Is it that favorable for Gaimin Gladiators?
I think Nigma has a decent shot in this game. It's just they can't really lose the early game too badly. Sometimes it can be slow, but I also talked about, you know, Amar maybe hitting his earlier timings, and they put Bloodseeker on the mid lane. So Pango, whenever he uses roll, Amar will try to use Rupture. So in this game, I feel Lincoln Sphere, a lot of value, might even be his second item. You're playing into Beastmaster and Rupture, so you definitely want to pick it up. So straight up like Diffusal Blade, maybe Shard in between, but you're opting to go for that Lincoln Sphere as soon as possible.
So we'll see when those items progress, and we can see Quinn already getting into the bottle. That'll be showing up. Nigma, they've been doing a lot with their 1-2-3, as we could see here with Sumail in the safe lane, Mind Control. He's been in the safe lane, he's been in the off lane. You've got Amar moving around a lot. It feels like it's fluid in some ways, but can certainly be detrimental, right? When you're moving here, players like this.
It can be. I'm also waiting for Kuro to go back to carry role.
It's definitely on the table, seeing the way these players have been moving around.
A lot of spam. Looking at the top lane, Axis, Constant, Shadow Demon with the poison. Does give a lot of move speed to Amar on the mid lane. Level 2 in Thirst, sitting at the 350 movement speed.
Just trying to keep up mid, and right now it's 8-2 to 11-0. Not too terrible. GH, Thunderstrike on him, Disruption on Duraccio. He's on the CK. We've seen the CK a couple times. You know, going back to also that Monet series when they were up against YBB, the CK, it's just been... it shows to be a strong hero at times.
Oh, he is strong, because I checked the stats, and the CK was always up there. His win rate over all Division 1, it kind of dropped. It's still looking good. 56% win rate over 23 games, and I think this is a really good CK game overall, because he doesn't, like, he's one of the heroes that doesn't mind if he's getting Demonic Purged, if he's getting Ruptured. He can stand his ground and still fight back with the Illusions. Glimpse into stun, GH.
A 2-second stun. Mind Control going to try and help out the best he can with the Thunderstrike and the right clicks. Are they going to be enough from Duraccio to run him down? For first blood should be, as he catches him and kills him. So GH will drop, and that puts Gaimin Gladiators on the board.
Need to be careful about the positioning. They also cut down those trees and push the lane. Level 3 on Beastmaster right now. Let's see if he glimpses him back. Celery.
Ooh. 2, 3. He's fine. All right. Didn't use the glimpse. I think, you know what? Holding the glimpse, I'm okay with that. Use it for a kill instead, right?
Oh, if you glimpse him back, you're giving free farm to your CK in the lane. It's just way too good. Amar dropping low, going into Phase Boots as his first item. This is Bloodseeker we're talking about, so he does not need to get any mana regen item. GH.
Yeah, again, in some trouble. He gets hit down low, and Celery's going to be some right clicks here from Mind Control, but nothing doing in terms of kills.
Interesting build from Celery. This is 5 Disruptor we're talking about. 2 points in Thunderstrike and only 1 point in Glimpse. Most of the time we don't even see point in Thunderstrike, but this is a killer lane. Like, they want to get the most out of it. Sumail will dodge it this time.
And the Cogs, Tofu, just trying to fight back on Kuro. And he'll get the Jingu and throw the Balance Strike, but not a lot of health regained off that. Illuminate hits on both these heroes, and Sumail will finish off Tofu. So they do get that Thunderstrike on GH. Oh, 9 health. Close. But not close enough. So evening up the kill score at 1, and Sumail gets a kill in this bottom lane. Well, he's currently only sitting 18-1.
Oh, GH might drop here, might need to use Disruption on himself. Actually does it to buy a little bit more time.
Now they've got the Glimpse on a Mind Control, though, and the right-click damage is going to be enough, but they're putting the pressure on these 2 heroes. Like you said, it's trying to be a killer lane.
They're playing so aggressively, and this Raindrop not saving GH in the top lane. Though, like, isn't procced by 2 points in Thunderstrike, so very nice read there from Celery. Puts another point and another slow. They're keeping this lane very close to the tower, but also having kill threat. Mind Control, he can't get close.
Every time he's getting close, there's a stun thrown his way. And we take a look at the Disruptor stats. 26 picks, 6 wins on the Radiant, 12 wins on the Dire, 18 for 26. I thought that percentage was a little bit higher, but they'll get the kill there on Mind Control with the Glimpse. Oh, and the Thunderstrike. Killer lane it is. Celery.
Speaking of Disruptor, he is the second most picked hero over all regions. The hero that has been the same, something we did talk about. It wasn't really contested in the previous DPC tour nor Major as much. But then after Entity started to play it, the other teams were also like, oh, you know what? This hero's pretty damn good. Amar, level 6 on Pango. Level 5, sorry, on Bloodseeker. Level 5 on Pango at the moment. Level 6, not gonna really change things much here, considering you're playing into Rupture.
Stun, and the Reality Rift, GH. He's going to disrupt him, but they've got the Glimpse again, and Dracho's going to try and get the damage out onto GH, but just doesn't have enough. But Celery will fall to Mind Control, so he tries to get a little bit too far forward in terms of getting that kill there onto GH, but unable to get the right clicks in.
Also, they try to make an aggressive move on the mid lane. Maybe get something done. Amar was sitting on half HP. Does have Raindrop, does have Magic Wand, does have Fairy Fire as well, so very tanky.
And he's not only keeping up with Quinn, but he's beating him at the moment as Ace. And get caught in the cogs and killed off by Sumail. And that is another kill here for Nigma, and it feels like, honestly, these lanes have set up quite well to go to the mid-game for the side of Nigma Galaxy.
Kuro managed to find 2 openings, giving the last hits to Sumail, and a good block.
Yeah.
This is Warcraft 3, Night Stalker, Vampire block, Sleep, surrounded with the ghouls. You don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm just looking at you with a blank face. I have no idea.
All right. Chat will know. Chat is old school.
Chat's all old school? Damn. Yeah, these guys have a lot of information in that chat. But they also get to look at Wikipedia and all that while they're saying they know it.
Let's see if they can burst them. Level 1 stun. Not enough. 1 second. Maybe if it's 1.2 seconds, it would be able to connect. But as soon as Kuroki finds an opening, as soon as he finds this Keeper of the Light, now they're going on him.
Yeah, they want the Battery Assault. They want the Cogs again. They're going to TP one in, and we'll see if they can save Tofu. That's not going to happen, but can they trade? They'll at least get Kuro with the Illuminate, but at the end of the day, I don't really know if he needed Quinn to get that.
Quinn wanted to get something done. Maybe if they overextend, maybe they're going to be able to find some mail, but didn't happen. And now Amar, the farmer, on top of the net worth from that mid lane, going into the same item build as you see from the safe lane Bloodseeker.
Racho's level 6, and he's going for Mind Control. Thunderstrike on him, as well as Tofu coming into the top lane. But this isn't exactly going all too great initially, but with Tofu's appearance, they'll get the kill into Mind Control, and Celery's going to try and run. The board slowing them down. 3 stacks, 4 stacks on the Shadow Poison, and it ends up being a trade and a +1 with Kuro coming in towards top. Cool. Rupture. Got the Rolling Thunder.
Stunned him once.
And stopped
No
it
mana for Swash.
Reality Rift stun onto Amar. He's going to try and chase Quinn, but I don't know how confident he is going in for that.
Nicely done by Quinn. They need to play slightly more around him. We're going to refill his bottle, try to hit that Diffusal Blade timing. Even the Ratio TP'd mid. I love the way Gaimin Gladiators are protecting their lanes. I also like that Nigma Galaxy, every single time their supports are having a good time when they are making these aggressive rotations, Nigma looks the best.
Yeah. I'm happy that they saved Quinn there if you're a fan of Gaimin Gladiators, but I just think that Nigma's forcing so much out of Gaimin Gladiators too, right? Forcing these moves and forcing these rotations and getting more out of the lanes. And it's continued to be this way, and you've put Sumail in a great spot top of the net worth.
Does have that Morbid Mask, continues to farm up, going into Yasha next. In terms of, like, one thing he does not like to play into his magical is the mana burn.
Oh, and the battery assault.
Still gonna be stuck, but okay, with that mech.
Mars coming, but he's not.
He's fine. Wind Lace on top of Arcane Boots, he's fast enough, and also the Blinding Light pushing him away. We'll try to stack some Ancients for himself.
So get that stack, and eventually somebody will feast on it. Ratio, he's played aggressive in this lane, but at the end of the day, he's still bottom of the net worth in terms of cores, which is surprising, I would say, considering the fact that he was a part of 3 kills.
These are early kills, but they also did push him a lot because they kept spamming Shadow Poison, Axes, and he was a lot of the time on half HP. Didn't feel that he can join these fights. Celery died. Celery did die 3 times, and sometimes it felt like he could not save him.
So Shadow Poison being thrown out, and Ratio just free farming up here top. What's he going for? They're going Armlet still, of course. See what's in store for him afterwards. And we saw that Ace already had that mech. He's going into the Guardian Greaves and has already the components of the Tranquils to replace the Arcane Boots eventually. We'll see what happens.
It's going to be still a good timing on Guardian Greaves. 12, 13-minute Guardian Greaves, especially if he manages to finish off the stack. Rocket comes in. Tofu's on the trees. Just in case someone gets close. We'll get all of them, but Kuro steals some of the XP. Helm is done on Mind Control. Tower is still alive. I want to see some kind of a rotation to be able to push the Ratio out of the lane. And yeah, you see Amar drawing on a minimap, wants to be able to get there. I'll push out the wave, finish off my Maelstrom, and join you guys.
Hook shot. Ooh. Not going to be able to get away. And they've got the Swashbuckle, Primal Spring, and Ace gets a kill on a Kuroki. As Amari drew top, but he's going to try and go for Ace. Rupture, TP, but there's the disruption. That means Ace is in no man's land in between both Amar and Sumail. And we'll die here to that Morphle.
Yep. Things are looking good for Nigma Galaxy. 1K gold lead in a game where they do have really good scaling lineup, and you have Morphling, Bloodseeker, so these are 2 agi carries. Like, in terms of scaling, Keeper of the Light from the offlane doesn't scale as much as Beastmaster, I would say.
So let's see, he's TPing over towards bottom. They want to make a move here on Sumail. They've got the Invis Rune on Tofu. We saw Maelstrom picked up by the Bloodseeker. Boundless Strike, Static Storm with Kinetic Field up.
He got the shift off.
And he's shifting.
He's out.
He's surviving. And there's the glimpse back into the Wukongs. Now into the Rolling Thunder with a Swashbuckle. Good control by Gaimin Gladiators to make sure that he stays near. And they get that kill. They've got Kuroki, GH, and Mind Control all going here for the CK Ratio. He's trying to survive, goes to the Reality Rift, pulls over to GH. Armlet toggling, but not toggling enough. Unfortunate for both carries dying in this situation.
I think when you know that there's not going to be any kind of rotation there, no one from Nigma Galaxy TP'd, you know that they're making a move on your carry. So maybe the Ratio should have played it slightly more careful. But yeah, first big kill on side of Gaimin Gladiators. This is the Fusel Blade reveal on Pangolier that got delivered like mid-fight. Still didn't kill the tower. And also Ace immediately TPs to the mid lane. Wants to be able to defend this tier 1 tower. Understands the importance of it.
Loki just in here in the jungle. Primal Spring on a GH, back into the trees. And gets the disruption while he's on the top of that tree. But still, just being a nuisance.
Here we go.
Oh, God, the combo. Getting the kill on a GH. Kroki able to lay down some cogs and escape. They are going to lose that top tier 1 tower to mind control and that helm.
Things are now going to start being slightly more difficult for Nigma Galaxy, even though they're 3k gold up. Diffusal Blade timing, Chakra Magic is maxed out. Mech, Guardian Greaves about to be finished. This is the timing that we talked about, and immediate smoke from Gaimin Gladiators.
Can you explain something to me? And forgive me if I'm just too stupid, but I am constantly watching Amar disassemble and assemble his Maelstrom.
Yeah, because he wants to be able... Okay, I'll hold that thought.
Now they're going to go here for Kuroki. Just want somebody smarter to explain it to me. Oh, hook shot, but he gets out of the tree! The Illuminate and the Static Storm glimpse back into the Static Storm. Sumail's low, but he's starting to shift. He's starting to come the way of Gaimin Gladiators as they got Amar over here with the Rupture on the Quinn. They're trying to keep him alive. Not a lot of mana here on this Bloodseeker.
Nicely timed.
But now Guardian Greaves picked up by Ace. Rolling Thunder use, Sumail with the waveform, Kinetic Field up, as well as the Wukongs. They're going the other way, but Amar's moving quick. They've got the glimpse. Can he stay alive? No, he can't. Maelstrom procs, they get the kill on Accelerate, and they'll look over as the rest of the team's trying to chase Gaimin Gladiators. Shadow Poison, Swashbuckle, Quinn towards the steps, Ace with the Illuminate, but now with the Disruption as well as the Blood Right, that's going to combine for a lot of damage, and Amar's still moving at the speed of light. Primal Spring's going to miss Amar. He is just too quick, moving at Mach speeds.
Yeah, this was pretty nuts. And looking at the damage dealt, 4,000 damage dealt by Amar. To go back to your question, he was doing it just in case he needs to have BKB slightly earlier timing, so you disassemble it to keep that Mithril Hammer. It's pretty like similar with the Tranquil Boost that some of Position 4s are doing, or like just a casual Echo Saber disassemble, but this one, like, you need to keep doing it because you have 10 seconds only.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And the chat at home is probably like, cool. I definitely knew that.
Cool. I also love chat at home, also enjoying themselves, watching Bloodseeker move at 800 move speed.
It's certainly fun. You know, for all you European fans, F1, and for everybody over in the US, NASCAR students. Except not just turning left. So, mind control, we can see him. He's got Helm of the Overlord coming out. And he has just been getting his farm back. You know, compared to what Ace has got, where we saw mind control at the bottom of the net worth, he has really recovered quite well.
Yeah, he's doing extremely well. Does have that Helm of the Overlord being delivered to him 16 minutes into the game. So that's going to be another timing for them. So you could, like, they don't have a hero that's just going to sit there and kill Ancient Black Dragon. Looking at their triangle, there are no Ancients at the moment. But definitely looking for that Ancient Black Dragon. It's the best one. You push out the wave, you can easily kill it, and also just the damage output.
Yeah, throwing that fireball down. Farm on farm. Let's see. Taking a look at Sumail's items just real quick. He's almost got his BKB. It should line up pretty well, actually, with Amar's.
I don't mind too much because, like, early BKB on Morphling, we don't see it quite often. Let's see if they can get a kill here.
But back into the trees. Now looking for the Wukongs with the Kinetic Field. Got the Reality Rift. They'll have a 3-second stun, and that is a very dead Clockwork. Now comes over, but not going to continue to march forward for these Gaimin Gladiator heroes just yet.
Sumail understands that he needs to be able to protect themselves against Static Storm and also Mana Burn from Pango, because this is the big one that we talked about. Now Gaimin Gladiators want to make something done. Queen TP stop might be able to reconnect with the team shortly. An instant ping from Nigma Galaxy. Amar is like, someone stop, let's take a fight right now.
They find Ace, they go to the Rupture, Balance Strike, Waveform, looking at the backlines for a moment. Ace will not survive. Just everybody being here as the glimpse is on a Kuroki, sending him back to base, but they have the Disruption, lining it up with the Blood Right, and that will be a second. An easy double kill for Sumail.
Next fight they take like this, if it's closer to Roshan, Nigma Galaxy will take Roche. They do have Sustain, they do have Morphling, so there's going to be the damage coming out from these two heroes, and BKB are going to be synced up.
Well, that is a solid power spike that's going to come through here for Nigma Galaxy.
It really is. They don't have any abilities that go through magic immunity, so that's going to be big. GH, gonna even pop the drum.
Bottom tier 1. That should be going down. By the way, Ace, he's still... Hold that thought.
It looked like it hit.
Yeah.
It really did. I don't know. It was some fancy hook shot.
Too fancy.
They do have good heroes to scout him out with Shadow Demon, Clockwork, Beastmaster with the Hawk.
Still pressuring this triangle. Using these creeps, making some stacks, pushing as well. Doing a lot here for Mind Control as he still has 9,000 gold, and comparing him to Ace, very far ahead. And they will use a 4-man smoke, but they've got Tofu in the trees. They'll try and spot him, wait for him, looking over at Quinn. Ace up on the high ground. Wukong's even committed for this, but Tofu's not going to catch anybody. Rupture used, and Ace is going to try and run, but that Rupture is going to be doing a lot of damage, and Amar's going to get the kill on Ace. They'll look over at Duraccio. Quinn over to the side with the BKBs being popped by Sumail as well as Amar. That means they could just run down this CK. Hook shot lands on a Quinn. They've got the glimpse. So no cogs to push him back, and the rest of the team immediately after getting those 2 kills, they said Roche. Fight no more. Let's just go Roche, get the Aegis, and expand our lead.
30 seconds without a CK. Let's see if they're going to maybe try to poke with Pango, but doesn't seem like it. Quinn on a different side of the map. No one's going to try to steal it. And as we talked about, get a smoke. 2 BKB timings. Very strong on Nigma Galaxy. They get Roche after this one. And now they're going to be, I'd say, in full control of the game for the next 5 minutes. Next item on Sumail is going to be Dragonlance. Mind Control. What is he bringing? That's going to be, okay, just Aetherlance straight out of nowhere. It was 16, 17 minutes Helm of the Overlord. 20 minutes Aetherlance.
What's the road back for Gaimin Gladiators? Is it to turtle this game? Just hold high ground, hold positionings, and not let Nigma kind of snowball even further out of control?
I don't know if they can, to be honest, because it feels that they want to play these longer fights where you get multiple swashbuckles, shield crashes with Chakra Magic. Pango also does have Arcane Rune in the bottle, but he's also looking for a big item for himself. That Linkensphere against Rolling Thunder, against Rupture, gonna come in very handy. But they're gonna get outscaled. I feel like Monkey doesn't scale, especially with the items that he decided to go for. This is Pipe we're talking about. And also Keeper of the Light. Like, yeah, he did hit his timings, does have a Force Staff being delivered to him, I believe.
What do you think the comms are sounding like? Like, if LC Pro was in the comms, what's he saying?
Which team?
For Gaimin Galaxy. Or Gaimin
Galaxy,
Gladiators.
all right.
Hey, I'm making new teams up. We're combining rosters. We're going super teams.
Guys, we can take this one. Just chill. You know, I'm lying, by the way, but...
you have to say with confidence? Yeah?
Let's see if they can get some kills here. Quinn. Arcane Rune pop. Hook shot.
Shot lands onto Quinn. They've got the glimpse. And he's out of the cog. So is Quinn, but he's going to try and TP with this Rolling Thunder. Oh, no. Whoa.
No! Oh. He bounced off in the base, was at 100 HP. I thought he was going to die. Pupil's Gift actually making a difference. Extra 300 HP.
Ace. Trying to run. Has those Greaves and will be fine. So he'll survive. And there's the Lincoln. So maybe, now maybe when Rolling Thunder's back up, Gaimin Gladiators, they can make something happen. The BKB pop by Amar, and the damage won't quite be there.
I'm still looking at the abilities that go through Magic Immunity. Maybe down the line, once they get next set of items. Pangolier with the Basher, level 20 on Chaos Knight, where Reality Rift pierces Magic Immunity. Disruptor very far away from Aghanim Scepter, but right now they're going to try to strike.
Axes, BKB, Sumail, Duraccio trying to Armlet toggle, unable to do so, so GH will get credit for that kill. Glimpse back on Kuroki as they're going to try and chase the team. Sumail wants more. He smells blood in the water. He turns into the Disruptor. He's got the glimpse. They'll get the kill. They'll take it a second. Well done there by Sumail. Wise thinking to turn into the Disruptor and have that glimpse.
Well, their damage output right now in Gaimin Gladiators is very limited. Duraccio, he gets into a fight, uses Phantasm. I can't really lock onto a target and kill it. Morphling, Bloodseeker, they have way too much armor at the moment. And GH positioning, he's up there if needed to use the disruption, save people. Has Boots of Bearing as well, so you can't be slowed down.
Trying to to defend this tier 2 tower over mid. Still a minute 41 of the Aegis. They'll TP in this Disruptor. Queen with a fireball on him. He is just not loving life in the moment. Basher picked up for Amar. This is looking really rough for Gaimin Gladiators.
It really does. They're going to smoke. Aegis timing. It will expire in a minute and 20 seconds, so they need to go through 2 lives of Sumail. No BKB for 20.
Ooh. Swashbuckle. There's the disarm. Waveform out of the low ground. Or he can't find vision of him without that ward, and they just don't have the glimpse to pull him back. But they do on Amar. Boundless Strike. And the Solar by Queen ruptured again. Lincoln's was popped before they were able to get the rupture off, and they do it. So now he's unable to really fight here, but they can throw him mind control. They look over at Amar, who's got the BKB, but no longer. And Drachu's going to get a double kill. They look over at Sumail. Can they get themselves another? They at least take the Aegis, and they're all surrounding him. They've got Static Storm ready to go when he respawns, and that means Sumail is going to have a bit of a problem, but he gets the BKB, goes for the TP, and will escape.
This is the fight that Gaimin Gladiators were looking for. Try to get a kill Beastmaster before he can get anything off. No Primal Roar this time around. And also, the glimpse kind of forced Bloodseeker to be in a position where he's away from his team, uses a BKB, doesn't get much done. And now, Gaimin Gladiators getting some extra levels. Level 15 on CK, still far away from that level 20 that we talked about, but getting closer to his items. BKB is next on the menu. Even with the Rolling Thunder while ruptured, because it was procced with the Adaptive Strike from Morphling, Quinn still finds a way how to get out of the trouble. Like, this is pretty impressive. He's playing into Beastmaster, Bloodseeker, and he didn't die a single time. He got ruptured almost every single fight, but hasn't died yet. That's
kind of wild. It feels like he's got the direct counter to his hero on the other team, and he hasn't died. Man, that's impressive. So, Amar, what's he going for after this? Bashy wants the full Mjolnir, also wants that Shard, that upgrade of the Blood Rage. So, Manta picked up for Sumail as well, and the net worth lead is all of a sudden it was close to 10K. Now it's 4,000. That one fight gave Gaimin Gladiators time to farm the map and get some items out here.
If they can bait a BKB maybe with the next fight, have potential buyback on the hero, use it. But right now, Nigma Galaxy, they are controlling the outpost. Scan will hit, so he knows where Celery is.
Uh-oh. Celery. Yeah, he knows he's dead. Unfortunate.
We've seen something similar where Morphling kills Disruptor, like something that Watson did like a couple of days ago. You can dodge glimpse, waveform, Manta style, whatever is needed. Kind of a difficult one. Sumail uses scan, knows exactly where he is. 20 seconds until Disruptor's back. He does have buyback.
So we'll see how much they could hold out for the moment. And they are on the other side of this lane. Both teams kind of peering in as Tofu, he's going to be in the bottom lane. But he could come over pretty quickly, jumping through these trees. Hookshot lands on Ace. They'll have the cogs to split up the team. They go to the Blood Right on the ground with a rupture on the Drachio. Forces out the BKB, and the Primal Roar stops the TP. Ace is dead, so is the CK. Oh dear, Tofu tries to join the fight, and that's going to be a problem. Boundless Strike is thrown, but they've got too much damage. They'll take out a third.
Nice, clean execution from Nigma Galaxy. No, I'm a little worried that they don't have a single Force Staff on their side. Keeper of the Light, I think he needed to buy one for himself to push him. Because Monkey's not going to buy it. Like, he could, but Disruptor also didn't go for one. So you're playing into Clockwork, you're playing into Beastmaster. You want to be able to reposition your allies to push them out of the trouble. Also, maybe in that fight, like Lincoln, since Pango saw that there was Rupture used on Keeper of the Light, maybe a Lincoln's on CK to stop the Primal Roar from going off. This is like a bit of a difficult task, because if you're the one getting jumped, you don't want to die there.
Yeah, it's split-second thinking on whether or not it's going to be enough or worth it. Otherwise, if they see the Lincolns, they could just hold the Roar and maybe go the other way. They've got some other things to pop the Lincolns as well. They did it before with the Adaptive Strike, like you said, in the fight that was where Nigma were just a while ago. So 10K lead, 5-man smoke. Gaimin Gladiators, they'll do the same. See if they can win this fight. Sumail in the trees and swashbuckle. Balance strike, hook shot, and the static storm, no cogs. The waveform forward from Sumail with the BKB. They'll go to the Guardian Greaves. Kuroki's on the other side of the static storm as well as the kinetic field, so they should be able to get the kill there onto the clockwork. But Dorachio's the trade. That is a hard trade for Gaimin Gladiators.
They're still not done.
Swashbuckle,
back.
glimpse, kinetic field, not a lot of mana left on this Morphling. Illuminate's thrown forward. Sumail still trying to run. Balance strike lands. Solar Binds on him. Rolling Thunder from Quinn for nothing more.
Maybe they could have tried to get something else done. These are the type of fights that Gaimin Gladiators wants to have, where they use multiple swashbuckles, low burn mana on Morphling. You feel that Sumail doesn't really like to play into it. Like, BKB has already been used, and now Roshan did respawn. Dorachio immediately blown in the fight. Like, they blow him up with Roar. Maybe like another Lotus Orb, something protective that can be thrown at the carry. Or just a Force Staff. Like, give me one of those two.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing...
I mean, I'd like to see both, to be honest.
Yeah, Lotus Orb wouldn't be bad if, like, Monkey King were to pick it up. Hook shot, Quinn. Swashbuckles away, but they've got the glimpse. It's on a Kuroki, kinetic field. He's working with a haste, so he throws down those cogs, and they're not willing to move forward. It's... I like Lotus Orb on the Monkey King, but he's going for the Wraith Pact right now.
Wants to be able to reduce the damage from, like, all three physical damage from all the cores, and... Oh man, the odds, 1.05 for Nigma Galaxy.
Yeah, 9.35 for Gaimin Gladiators, and I only wonder what it was a second ago when they were only 4K down, but they have taken 8,000 net worth more into their lead for Nigma Galaxy. The fights just don't seem to be going the way of Gaimin Gladiators at times, and the positioning's just been a little bit off. Oh, hook shot, trying to take out this ward. Kuroki, though, on the low ground. Tofu surviving. Cogs down. They get the kill to Kuroki. So that's a 4v5 of the Roche Pit, but Tofu goes into the Wukongs, and that should be some zoning material for them as well as the Glimpse, but no. Not going to pull him in.
Here comes Quinn with the Rolling Thunder. Can they catch MC?
Get anything. There's the Rupture. They break the Lincoln so easily. He's going to have to stand to the Blood Riot. Ooh, Swashbuckle onto the high ground. They get to go to Mind Control. He's going to buy back solo Kuroki. Quinn, though, Adaptive Strike, Hill Fall, no Pangolier. Static Storm committed, but it's not going to be enough. Dorachio trying to run into this fight with the BKB. Popeye Amar, the first hit bash on the CK. Now Dorachio needs to run. The Guardian Greaves aren't going to look like they'll be enough here for the CK either, as Ace will get run down. Celery's going to be next on the list, and it will be a full team wipe for Nigma Galaxy.
And Amar, he's going for the towers. He wants to kill the throne, and it doesn't work that way, so they need to first kill the Tier 3 tower. But yeah, classic Amar move. And they also break the Lincoln Sphere with Demonic Purge, which is a nice play. And then they rupture him, putting Quinn in a tough spot. They still get the kill on Mind Control, who buys back immediately. And then he's stuck inside of the base, but the Bloodseeker Aura provides him with the vision, and Sumail finishes him off. And now this looks like it's going to be a rough... This might actually be Mega Creeps, because Beastmaster with his units has been pushing this bottom. So, but Nigma Galaxy, they want something else. They want to pick up Shard, and they also want to pick up Aegis, which I think is the correct play. Because you have another fight. If you give Aegis to Sumail, he's going to carry the game. Sitting at 10-1-11. Only died once in this game. Level 20 Morphling.
No way for them to steal this on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. We'll say there's not going to be buyback on Mind Control or Kuroki coming into the next fight. So maybe if they could get a pick off on one of those two, Gaimin Gladiators, this is my inner copium speaking, can pull a fight in their direction.
It's a rough one. Because every single time Nigma Galaxy uses one of those ulti and Rupture or Roar, that hero is just straight up dead. They don't have any defensive mechanisms other than maybe Illuminate, Heal, Guardian Greaves, but that's about it.
So it looks like they're going to smoke on Nigma Galaxy, but for now, just grouping up and running together.
There it goes.
Teams that run together win together. So, with the Aegis in their hands, that Shard pickup, 17,000 net worth lead You look at these item progressions here on some of these heroes here for Gaimin Gladiators, like Ace, he's been completely shut down on a hero that kind of farms well with Illuminate.
He's sitting in the middle of the pack, but very close to GH as well. I mean, Nigma Galaxy did win a lot of recent fights, and he's been holding the Philosopher's Stone, Boots of Bearing Done. He's also not afraid to pop boots, like those boots immediately, and just uses it one more time. Sumail.
Disruption after the bash. Hook shot all the way over. That lands on Ace, and they've got the blood right. Blinding Light, trying to run, adaptive strike to get the kill on Ace. He's not going to have buyback, so Sumail with the BKB going after Tofu, who'll run out of the circle, but they've got the Static Storm. Can they get the kill? They'll go to the Rolling Thunder. They have the lockdown. They get the Aegis out of his hands, but the Primal Word for Mind Control onto Duraccio. They'll take out the CK. He doesn't have buyback. Tofu gets killed as well. 3 heroes gone to the side of Gaimin as they are trying to hold on with Quinn and Celery, but it's not looking likely as they've got the glimpse, but not enough. The glimpse coming in from the Morphling who morphed into this Disruptor. They'll call GG, and Nigma Galaxy will win game number 1 over Gaimin Gladiators.
Well, this time, Nigma Galaxy with the flexibility. They put Morphling on the safe lane. Sumail free.